Welcome back. Joining me now is Danzel, Jennifer, and Dr. Shirley McKellar. And they're here to share about their upcoming event. How are y'all?
We're great, and thank you so much for having us.
Yes,
we're excited to be here.
Appreciate it. Yes. So tell me, what is the time and date of this coalition that y'all have coming up?
Okay, so it's the Tyler Race Relations, and so we're forming a coalition of all the organizations here in the city so that we can work closer together and we can get on each other's calendar. That's this Saturday at Liberty Baptist Church. Begins at 2 p.m. till 5 p.m. And we want to thank Dr. Marcus Hood, who is the pastor at that church, for opening his doors and allowing us to be there. We're inviting everybody to come.
Oh, it sounds like a lot of fun. So what are you seeking to accomplish?
Well, one of the things that we recognize as we talk about things in our meetings is that there's still that little bit of not us being unified here in our city. We're doing good, but we can do better. And I noticed that when I was running for mayor for this city, that there was still a little bit of a disconnect. So that's the purpose of our president, Ms. Nicholas McGrew, is to bring us closer together so that we can unify Tyler as it should be completely.
Yes, and so how do you become a coalition partner?
Well, we invited every single organization that's here in the city, and we'd like to have a representative. We'd like to have everybody, but especially the representatives, such as their president or a designated representative, to come to talk to us. It's more like a listening tour for us to decide where we need to take our city and how everybody can be inclusive and every opportunity avails itself to every single person.
Yes. Now, I know you're forming the coalition now, but how long has Tyler Together Race Relations been a part of the community?
That has been a part of this community for a lot of years, and we've had some amazing people that were part of it. Everybody knows the late John Sims, who were very active in this coalition or in this organization, Tyler Race Relations. And the purpose was to bring all ethnicities together, working together as one team, and not one over here and one over there, but us to be unified. And that's why these ladies are here as well, because they're very active members of Tyler Race Relations.
Yeah, so ladies, tell me a little bit about your part.
Well, the part I play is basically coming together each and every Thursday, trying to make sure that we're getting out in the community, making sure that people know about us. And to answer your question, we have been established since 1987. Tyler Together Race Relations has been up and going. Martin Luther King March is one of our biggest babies, one of our biggest accomplishments, and we love for people to come and march with us. And we just want to keep that going. We want people to continue to show up on that day and be united and know that we are a united city and we are a united state. And as we continue to do that, we can continue to make this city grow. And as Dr. McKellar said, continue to just unite with us, and we unite with the other people and get on our calendars and we get on theirs to continue to unite together and do things together.
Yes, ma'am.
And I want to add something to that that's beautiful, and that is that we don't want to just wait until Martin Luther King Day and then we don't see each other anymore after that. And that is the purpose of forming this coalition, so that we can work throughout the year involving veterans, involving our youth, involving senior citizens, everybody having equal opportunity.
Yes,
Jennifer.
I love hearing you say that, Dr. McKellar and Danzel, what you said as well. It makes me think of, so my husband and I moved to Tyler in 2020. My mother was here at the time, and that's why we moved here from Houston. And one of the first things that I did, I think that year the parade was, or the march was canceled because of the weather, I think. But the next year I went to the Martin Luther King Jr. event, and I thought, I want to know who staged this. Who are these people who are putting this on? This is the community I want to be a part of. Those were my thoughts at that first event, and I've been to every one since.
I love it.
And I joined the group, and like Danzel said, we meet every second Tuesday evening at 5:30 at McAllister's Deli just down the road.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's, yeah, I've just been enriched in more ways than I can say by the organization.
I love it. Well, ladies, thank you so much for joining me today.
Yes, well, we want to be that voice of the people who don't have a voice or feels that they don't have a voice, that we can be that voice for every single citizen in this city because we're all equal and united. Because I served 20 years in the United States Army, and it was the United States that I served,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
not just one section of the city.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so
Alrighty.
much for having us.
Yes, thank
Yes,
you.
thank you.
And we look
Alright.
forward to everybody being there with us on Saturday,
Yes.
Liberty Baptist Church from 2 until 5 p.m.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
And for
you.
more information, go to that Facebook right there on your screen.